20-minute stream. I was up late, real late last night with Troy Pacelli. So I'm like, and there you go. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about some interesting news that I heard. First off, I'm gonna give Mazer a shout out. He pointed me at a hilarious rumor that Screen Rant is putting out there. And I say it's hilarious because what I'm about to tell you, from what I've heard, pretty much proves that this thing is not going to happen. Okay, I mean, it is just it's desperation on steroids. Anyway, Screen Rant put out there that Disney is looking to make a trilogy about the sequel trilogy or something like that. Bob Chapek knowing this? Does Susan Arnold? You know, it's like, about what? About a new Jedi Academy. I have an idea where this came from and what this might entail. Not true, by the way. All right. If you want to know if The Acolyte is getting ready to rev up and get filmed, no, it's not. And I'll tell you why. So my little, spy mice in London sent me a juicy piece of information that the Star Wars movie or TV show that was being filmed is actually Andor, second season of Andor. Okay. Fine. All right. No other Star Wars shows are on the list. And this is from people who actually work on those shows. Okay. You go over to America. Mandalorian will wrap up season 3 filming in March. And Ahsoka starts filming in April. No Acolyte. There's nothing there. So you go on IMDb Pro, and there's absolutely no movement in casting, nothing. Get ready in a few weeks to hear that's been canceled because Bob Chapek is going through stuff that's scheduled and being in development, and just, I mean, he took that Beauty and the Beast thing out, the sequel trilogy, or the prequel, whatever it was going to be. It had everybody signed on, and it is not happening. All right, so don't look for the Acolyte. Don't be too sure on that. So let's talk about the Jedi Academy thing, or whatever it was going to be. No. First off, Disney does projections, and if they don't want to get laughed into oblivion, they're not going to do anything that has anything to do with the sequel trilogy at all. Okay. This probably got started by somebody's contact at Screen Rant. We know that certain people in the story group have contacts at Deadspin, and the fan publications like Screen Rant and Slash Film and the rest of that dumb shit. Okay, that only existed to sell one side of the story. All right, it's not going to happen. Now, this is what I heard. Okay, this is just, and it's been out there for a while, and it just kind of disappeared. Jon Favreau has been thinking about making a Darth Bane trilogy. Feature films. Cool. There's also a feeling that there could be a Revan trilogy, which I see people jumping up and down. Oh, yay. I would go to see that. I would. I want to explain something to you guys. Half of Disney's audience in streaming are adults. So they have to look at what they have in streaming, new stuff, and think about adult content. Now, it's a family-friendly place, so we don't have to have rated X garbage and over the hill violence. But when you look at what they could do with the Thrawn issue with Ahsoka, I mean, even part of I think the reason why the Book of Boba Fett suffered so much is that they were worried about kids seeing too much violence. We know that we could have had a real dark, we should have had a real dark trilogy or something with Fett, and we didn't, but that's fine. However, I really think they're going to start actually doing stuff that kids can watch with their parents, and their parents go, I can't do this. This is cornball on. And despite what Pablo Hidalgo and the rest of the story group thinks, the fan base isn't kids, it's us. Disney bought a property that's mostly geared towards adults now, and the kids who might like it. Kind of upsets the apple cart, doesn't it? Anyway, so I would like to see the age range in who actually watches the Star Wars streaming, because I bet you we'd all be very, very, very curious, and very, very like, you know. So yeah, there's no Acolyte. What I think there's going to be is a Bane trilogy. Eventually, there's probably an idea out there now, a Revan thing, and I think what they're going to do in order to circumvent and bypass the sequels is we're just going to have Heir to the Empire, and that's what it's going to be, and it's probably going to end up. The end of it is going to be one huge movie, okay, but at the theater. Well, I get it, and that's true. The adult has to bring him, and I wouldn't bring my kid to a Star Wars movie if all you got was Daddy Butcher and the 2x4 that talks. Just me. I mean, it just, I wouldn't do it. Okay. I mean, I told my nieces, this isn't what you should have had. They don't understand why I say that because they're not getting the education to understand why I said that. Okay. Rey isn't a hero. She's nothing. She's a nihilistic construct. Hey, Dave. So yeah, they're not. I mean, Screen Rant. Look, here's the deal. They're desperate at Lucasfilm. They're desperate right now. When you've got TLJ trending Monday and Tuesday before the Book of Boba Fett finale, and you've got and now I know Bavar was trolling when she put that thing up on StarWars.com. I know it. And, Pablo trolling with his cryptic whatever, not addressing the rumors, whatever he was saying. It was done on purpose to get our attention so we wouldn't be talking about the Book of Boba Fett. Period, full stop. Because they were afraid that guess who would show up? Han Solo. In all his glory with Chewbacca and the Falcon, and undercut them even more. All right, they look, deep down inside, they know they failed. Okay. You got people who are very afraid right now. And fear is an emotion that makes a person feel like they're dangerous. They're either going to run away or they're going to do everything they can to defend their territory. And what they created was so lousy. It's like, really? This is bad. I mean, it's not even a good cartoon. It's not even a good parody. It's like the sequel trilogy was like a fan parody of what it should have been. I mean, that's right there. That's the truth. So I am very like, you guys are trying too hard because that's who put that out there. I'm not worried about it. I really don't see the new sheriff in town and the mayor allowing anything like that to happen. You know, I just don't even. You're right, Dave. I don't see that being allowed to happen. What else? They weren't fans, douchebag Kylo. They weren't. Oh, by the way, douchebag Kylo, you have literally the best YouTube screen name on the planet. You really, really do. And I applaud. Everybody give him a one in the chat. Applaud. What a great. I saw that and I started laughing so hard. I'm like, oh my God, that's great. Because he's a douchebag. If you ever see somebody show up on a chat with Daddy Butcher Kylo, that's probably me. Anyway, so this is like not. I mean, it's look, it's pathetic. Okay, when you've got to troll people on your own website to get them afraid, you've lost the argument. You've lost it. They've lost it through money. They can't make money on this. The High Republic, hey, Senator Dave, is not making a dime. It hasn't. Okay. I walked in to Target and there's only 2 of the newer books. That's it. That's all. All right. That's it. Nothing else. And I'm like, what are you guys even wasting your time on this for? But it's all they have. Okay. I want to explain something. When I think about the people behind the High Republic, and I think about Pablo, because to me, when he goes, it's over. And I think that I honestly think he's probably gone. Okay. Because he didn't address the rumors head on. Okay. He made a big excuse about taking off his employment at Lucasfilm. I'm like, look, dude, I've heard a lot of shit in my life. I worked for a politician. Okay. Please, to be a better liar. Okay. Be a better storyteller. All right. Bill Clinton is better at lying than this shit. I mean, it's like, what are you talking about? Anyway, Pablo Hidalgo is one of those guys that has never been popular. He's never been successful. He's a techie. He built a website and that's how he got there. He wrote he was a consultant, which I think he might probably be now. Okay. He was a consultant. And then he asked Kathleen Kennedy for a job and there he goes. But literally everything that he has ever been in his life has involved working at Lucasfilm, and he takes that off of his bio. If it was anybody else, I would say not a big deal. People do change their bios all the time. You can do that. You're actually allowed to do that on Twitter, according to Pablo. And we all know that. Buh. Hello, Carlos. But the fact remains, he did not address that rumor. And there are people in the fandom basically pushing back the goalposts saying it doesn't matter. It does matter. It matters a lot. Okay. I can't imagine what the spreadsheets look like and the accounting looks like for the High Republic. What they do is Disney Publishing gets the writers, they finance the book, and they sell it to Amazon, to Target and Barnes and Noble. I don't know, maybe Books A Million or whatever. None of them have reached the Amazon top 100. The only person that works that is a Star Wars author right now, Timothy Zahn, has reached has reached the Star Wars Top 100, but nothing in the High Republic. Nothing. I mean, even in the top youth category, Justina Ireland came in fourth. And I don't, yeah, and of course, the libraries in the United States. Dave is right on that. Justina Ireland came in fourth in when a book was first published, and I don't know where it ended up. Nobody's rating this stuff. So the idea that they're going to do a live action, they're going to do figures. The kids don't collect it. They don't know how to collect it. What are you talking about? Well, of course he's going to say that, but where? Because everybody I know, I mean, my contacts are saying there's nothing out there. One of you guys have got to say, hey, you know what? There are people reading this that actually work in the industry going, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, really, someone has to say that to them. They don't, look, they're putting this stuff out there and they don't, I mean, this is how disconnected they are. Disney has to pay for that shit. Disney had a really good first quarter report, right? Do you honestly think that they're going to waste money on something like that? No. We got people bitching about price hikes and things being taken away at the parks. But that's what happens, okay? It's the law of supply and demand. And also, if people aren't using it, why are you spending the money? Okay, the parks are full. The thing about it is someone has to confront them and say, look, people in the industry are laughing at you right now because you're not telling the truth. You need to stop. Seriously, I don't care who told you to post that. They're lying to you and they're using you. Stop it. That's what's happening here. These people are being used. Okay. What else is going on? So that's it. I mean, the Acolyte's not moving. There's nothing there. They've got an if-then contract with that girl. They've got the art director from The Last Jedi, and Leslie Headland, and that's it. And it's supposed to start filming in May. I just want to go. And let me explain something. And I said this, I think, just like 10 minutes ago. Disney just canceled a show that I think it was about to start filming, or maybe it was already done. And aren't going to put it out there because the fans don't want to see it. Right? And it's the sad boy gay trip of LeFou. I mean, no one. First off, if it's a prequel to Beauty and the Beast, we want to see Belle. We want to see the Beast. LeFou, whatever, the fat toady that was Gaston's buddy, who's ends up being a homo and has a crush on him. Ick. Just you know what? Just stop it. Fucking stop it. No one wants to see this anymore. Stop, for crying out loud. There, I have said my piece. But, this is where we're at though, guys. Okay. But they're canceling stuff like that. And they had 390 streaming shows and movies in either development or production. And they cut that, all right? And there's a lot more to go, okay? There's a lot more to go. And we're going to find out more. And I'm going to say this. Within the next 6 months, maybe sooner, we're going to hear, it's going to be about 3 p.m. around 4. I'm either going to get a phone call from Mike or Cameron or somebody saying they just announced Kathy Kennedy's resigning. Okay. All right. Because this shit's it. Okay. And we're going to be, the signs are already there. And the board wants her out. And I believe that. Okay. I don't, my channel exists for you guys to have a fun place to come and have a positive experience and to hear the news. I owe you the real deal. Okay. I am not going to sit here and do some sort of circle jerk with a bunch of people repeating, trying to one up each other with, what combination of 4-letter words they can come up with. Okay. You're going to get the news. You're going to get speculation. You're probably going to get a rumor. Okay. And you're going to get my editorial, but you're never going to get bullshit. Okay. That's my promise. I don't make money on this, but I am here to tell you what's going on as far as I can tell. And as far as what I can tell, the Acolyte is not going anywhere, and it's going to probably be canceled extremely soon. Okay, they have to do it soon. I can't imagine them. I mean, it says post-production on the IMDb page and an IMDb Pro, and they only have like a sad little trio signed. Okay, maybe there's more people they haven't announced yet, but I don't believe it because I think Bob Chapek is going, we can't do this. This is just no. So expect Leslie Headland to take what she wrote and her little group of miscreants and go to Netflix with it and it won't be Star Wars. Okay, that's what I expect. She's gonna do what Zack Snyder did, and that's fine. Okay, and then we just go on. I mean, that's another victory for us, right? And I actually expect pre-production. Yeah, I meant pre-production. Thanks, Dave. Pre-production. It's been in pre-production for like ever. Yeah, Trencher's right. And then I want to say this, and then I got to go to bed because we were up. Troy Pacelli starts his show at 10 o'clock on Fridays, and by 11 I'm like, and I only got like 5 hours of sleep last night. I want to say this. People saying it's too expensive to redo the sequels. They're not going to redo the sequels. The sequels are going to be there, off in their own little place, and the timeline goes to where it is, and it's different. Okay? That's what they're going to do. Ah, Troy, ha ha. Yes, I did. I stuck around too long. And that's what's going to happen. All right? Disney can do what they want and what they have to do. And what they have to do is make money. And they're not making money at all on the sequel trilogy. I mean, let me explain. One of you lovely subscribers sent me something that I was not shocked by, but I don't think anybody's really talking about it. You can buy, they're starting to loosen up the restrictions on the hotel, and you can buy Leia outfit from A New Hope. You can buy Padme's cape from Attack of the Clones. You can buy Bail Organa's cape, one of his guards' outfits, and or a Jedi lightsaber maker's outfit. Not one sequel trilogy costume is being sold. Okay? You don't think that Disney hasn't gotten the word Okay, look, it's gonna take a long time for the woke folk to go away. Okay, and the woke shit to it's like when you get sick, the medicine first hits, and you're not really aware that the medicine's working, but the bad stuff is starting to leave your body through sweat, through, gotta go to the bathroom and things like that, but it's starting to work its way through the body and pushing the bad stuff out. That's what this is, and it's going to take a while. But do not lose heart, okay, guys? Because it's happening, and that blurb on StarWars.com that Baver put on there, unexplain something. That was a troll to designed to do exactly what it did, freak everybody out, and I'm still disappointed with the people that thought it was real. I'm still disgusted with them. Okay, and a little word, if Doomcock is watching, dude, Grogu choosing the armor does not make the sequel trilogy happen, because you don't want to hem the writers up with having to worry about that. They need freedom. And oh, by the way, Grogu and Mando sell a lot of merchandise. Okay, Grogu can go back and be a Jedi anytime he wants. All right. Anyway, I have been on for almost a half hour. This was a short one tonight. But I'm gonna have another little bit of glass of wine, and then I'm going to bed. I'm gonna read. I'm reading Labyrinth of Evil, and we'll see what happens. It's a little bit involved, but it's not a bad book. Yeah, it's just gonna be Lone Wolf and Cub, and they're gonna sell a shitload of collectibles and toys and everything, and that's what's gonna happen. But when I saw the schedule that was going on at Pinewood, okay. Yeah, and you're right, douchebag Kylo, you're right. I mean, that's true. He had to. I'm so glad you're in my chat. I really am. I'm so glad for all the newbies. Thank you for coming by. I gotta warn you, I do have a temper and I do get mad. Sometimes, so get ready for an explosive That's just me, it's who I am. But anyway, I gotta rock. Pacelli, it's your fault. This is all your fault. Anyway, good night, God bless. Take it easy, relax, and have a glass of wine or whatever your beverage of choice is. If you're out with friends, go out with friends. If you're staying home, watch a good movie. And yes, I'll see you guys around the galaxy. Okay, just I had to impart what I heard. Oh, and here's another thing. Anthony Ingruber, can't tell you where I heard this, is in London filming till the end of the month. Guess what movie? Indy 5. I'll see you guys around the galaxy.